no weekend wedding, meaning they did not have their wedding on a weekend. So they said their wedding happened on a Friday, and it helped them achieve the small, classy wedding without tired, bored, and hungry kids around disturbing their parents. Mm. This one is like, you mean the kids? Oh, is it because of the kids that they do not have their wedding on a weekend, or is because they are trying to save costs? Because this particular post is just all over the place, right? No bridesmaids, groomsmen. This one is really tight. Haba. Even me, that I am an advocate for, wedding on a budget, even though I love like luxury weddings, this one is a bit, this one is a bit tight. Hey guys, welcome to Nigerian Weddings Arena. If you're new here, you're absolutely welcome. And if you're not a subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. Guys, from the title, you can already tell what I'm going to be talking about. So, on today's episode of Wedding on a Budget, so I stumbled upon a couple who shared some of the things that they did, to just save costs for their wedding on their wedding day, right? Number one, they said no pre-wedding photo shoots. They had to save because they didn't have to spend on clothes that they would probably not wear after the photo shoot. So they scrapped the photo shoots, pre-wedding photo shoots. Would you be scrapping your pre-wedding photo shoots if you have or planning a wedding on a budget? Would you be scrapping that? Do you think it is necessary, or do you think it is not necessary? Let me know in the comment section below. Number two, she said no printed invitation, wedding invitations. So, of course, this means that, they probably sent it via text or emails to people that they would love to come for their wedding. And I think that's like a really, a really huge money saving tip right there, because wedding invitation, they may not, in fact, they're not going to use it at all again. So why do you want to waste your money on that? Do you get? So yeah, that's what they did. They did digital invitation was shared with guests ahead of the wedding. The next thing that they did, no maid of honor, best man, no bridesmaids or groomsmen. I wonder why. This is new. So they said it allowed us to do things at our own pace without the excesses, and plus saved us the cost of paying for their outfits, makeup, transportation, and accommodation. I feel like this one is dicey, like no bridesmaids, groomsmen. This one is really tight. Haba. Even me, that I am an advocate for, wedding on a budget, even though I love like luxury weddings, this one is a bit this one is a bit tight. It's a bit tight. But for me, what I would have done differently here is, I feel like if they are really your friends, like paying for their outfits, paying for their makeup, paying for their transportation is not really so much, it's not so much like, these are basic things that they can actually do for you because you are their friend. What you can do for them now in return is, okay, just source their accommodation. Just, it's just for one night or 2 nights. Just pay for it. But saying no bridesmaids, no groomsmen, no bridal train, it's tight. It's really tight. What do you think, guys? Do you agree with this couple? Would you rather scrap, the bridal train, or you would still have your bridal train even if you are planning a wedding on a budget? Number four, they said no wedding reception after the ceremony. Guests picked up or already bagged snacks after the ceremony, and a few family members were exclusively invited to a home dinner the following day. I think this one is not a bad idea after all. Even in my previous budget, wedding on a budget episodes, I have mentioned this time and time again, that it's becoming a trend basically. I have a friend who did it, and the thing has actually become a trend, like no excessive spending on, decor, um food, and whatnot. Just pack stuff for your guests, and they can just pick it up to go if you are really planning a wedding on a budget. So I think that this one is not actually a bad idea. And I actually love the, exclusive invitation to a home dinner, for their guests. Number five, right? They said no wedding cake. They did not see the need since there was no reception. Wedding cakes are quite expensive these days and is usually wasted. Wasted, I don't think so. If you choose not to do wedding cakes, that's fine. But wasted, I don't think cake. How can cake waste? Cake cannot waste though. It cannot waste. What I would advise, if you don't really want to do a big wedding cake, or if you think that it will be wasted, right? You can just do it. Then inside the bags that you've pre-packed for your guests, you can just cut bits of the cake, put it in the bag, and that's it. Instead of saying they'll be wasted, I don't think so. What do you guys think? Would you do a wedding? Do you think a wedding cake is absolutely necessary for a wedding? I think for me, I think that is necessary. And at the same time, I think that, okay, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. It's not that it will be a waste. Cake cannot waste. Even if food wastes, cake only waste. Moving on, they said no weekend wedding, meaning they did not have their wedding on a weekend. So they said their wedding happened on a Friday and it helped them achieve the small, classy wedding without tired, bored, and hungry kids around disturbing their parents. This one is like, you mean the kids? Oh, is it because of the kids that they do not have their wedding on a weekend, or is because they are trying to save costs? Because this particular post is just all over the place, right? For me, like I have always said in my budget wedding on a budget, episodes, if you want to save costs, do your wedding on a weekday. Like that's just it, because of so many reasons. Number one, weddings on weekdays are cheaper than wedding on weekends. They are cheaper when it comes to the hall usage, the number of guests as well, and all that. But saying because of tired, bored, and hungry kids, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's it for this episode on wedding on a budget. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I would love to read from you. See you all in the next one. Bye.